And you're looking live in the Argyle Forest area where a 4-year-old girl drowned in this retention pond today. She was outside with her mother and got away. According to News4JAX records, this is the third drowning in a retention pond in just a little more than 2 months.
So the child was found on Shadwell Court near Argyle Forest Boulevard on Jacksonville's west side. The News4JAX I-team is looking into safety around retention ponds, but we begin with Janice Harris, who spoke with police. Janice?
And this community is very saddened and heartbroken to learn that one of their neighbors passed away by drowning, a 4-year-old girl. I'm standing on one side of the street, which is the same side that her family lives on. But behind me across the street is the side that the child walked onto and at some point walked into that pond you see behind me. A 4-year-old child wandered away from her mother and was found dead in a retention pond on Shadwell Court. The little girl was playing in the yard while her mother was gardening nearby. JSO says it was a tragic accident and they do not suspect foul play.
As the mother looked up to check on the victim, she discovered that she was missing. She immediately began searching for her. When she couldn't find her, she called the police.
JSO K-9 and JFRD located one of the child's toys in a neighbor's backyard. That same yard backed into a pond. Shortly after, the 4-year-old child was found dead. Since 2016, News4JAX has tracked 40 child drownings, including today's tragedy. 20 in a pool, 10 happen in ponds, 4 in the ocean, 2 in the river, 2 in lakes, 1 in a bathtub, and 1 in a sewage tank. Most recently, 4-year-old Gavin DeYoung's body was found in a Northside retention pond just last month after he wandered away while playing outside with family members. In April, a 5-year-old Mohammed Noor was found dead in a neighborhood retention pond after being reported missing by his parents. And sadly today, another child has died after wandering into a retention pond. No word yet on what changes could be made through the city on trying to protect children from getting into these ponds. Reporting live in Argyle Forest, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Janice. Every time this happens, a question everyone asks, what more can be done to prevent these drownings? Well, News4JAX I-team reporter Tarek Miner joins us with that update. Tarek.
Well, this month, city council members met with state regulators to figure out how to move forward with new safety requirements around retention ponds. At last check, the city was still trying to inventory how many of its retention ponds do not have barriers. Most are privately owned and privately managed. Councilwoman Jacoby Pittman says they talked about making barriers more of a marsh, so if someone gets in, it would be easier to get out. But homeowners associations, they need to be willing to take on the maintenance costs. Pittman said stakeholders, including Duval Schools, hope to meet again in the coming weeks. We are working on reaching Councilwoman Pittman tonight to get an update on the efforts with the city. Back to you guys.